In this section, we're going to go over what a rate confirmation is. A rate confirmation is basically all the information about a load that a broker sends the carrier, the truck driver, or the dispatcher about the load. They usually have all the information on it, and you should ask to make sure the information is correct and accurate to have it on the rate confirmation before signing it. Because if it doesn't have the accurate information, then you just signed and committed to something that wasn't on the rate confirmation. So let's start from the top. Usually at the top of every rate confirmation, you will have the broker that the load came from. In this case, as you see right here, the broker on this load is Alliance Critical Capacity. This is where we got this load from. Also, that on the top of the rate confirmation is usually somewhere on the top part of the rate confirmation, Alliance load number. And I'll show you why later you would need Alliance load number. That's basically your reference to this load, your reference number to this load. So, after you see all the broker's information, when you go a little bit lower, it should have the rest of the information about the load. As you see right here at the top, you see Alliance load number again. Also, you see which type of trailer is needed for this load. So in this case, on this load, you would need to use a reefer trailer. And that reefer trailer needs to be 53 foot. So you need a 53 foot reefer unit. The temperature on this load is 26 degrees. The weight of this load is 41,000. The pickup date on this load is January 18th, 2018. The delivery date is January 19th, 2008. On every rate confirmation, it should have some of this information. Sometimes when it gets sent to you, the information don't be on there. You should request that the information be on there so you can sign to exactly what they say the load is. But if it isn't, depending who you're dealing with, you can go ahead and do the load, especially if you got recorded conversations, emails about the information about the load. Next, on the rate confirmation, you should see the carrier information. In our case, this is a load we dispatched. So the carrier we're dispatching for is Nashcombe Farm Enterprises. And it should give you all the information about the load. This is the driver's name, the dispatcher's name, the estimated rate for this load, driver's phone number, the dispatcher's phone number, and all information about the carrier. Next, you have two important parts. You have where this load is being picked up from, and you have where this load is delivering to. So, let's start here where it says pickups. This load is picking up from U.S. Cold Storage in Warsaw, North Carolina, 240 Bruce Costin Road. So as you see, it has the name of the facilities we're picking up from. It has the physical address of the facility. It has the city, state, and zip code of this particular facility. Next, you have the date. The date we're picking this load up is January 18, 2018 at 3 p.m. On the rate confirmations, you should have a pickup number, appointment number, reference, whatever number that's associated with this load when you go pick it up. It should be on here. So as you see, PU stands for pickup. So here's the pickup number. This is the number the driver would tell the shipper so they know exactly what load you're coming to pick up. Also, usually on the rate confirmation, it will give you the commodities and the pallet count, piece count, case count, etc. In this case, there's 2,383 cases of assorted food. Now that we went over the pickups, now let's go over the delivery. Here we'll find the consignee or receiver. This load is delivering to PFG/AF1, AFI. This company real name is called Performance Food Group. Performance Food Group is located at 1 IKEA Drive in Elizabeth, New Jersey. So now we got the address, the physical address where we're delivering this load. You also got the zip code of the city that's delivering to. This load should be at 26 degrees. It's delivering January 19th, 2018 at 10 a.m. Sometimes on the rate confirmations, you'll have the phone numbers to the facilities. That's just so you can get in touch with them if any problems occur while the drivers is on their way late or any information about the appointment. Now, some rate confirmations you will see a delivery PO because when you go to deliver, they need to know what you're delivering. Sometimes the pickup number is a delivery number. Sometimes it can have a separate delivery number that's associated with Performance Food Groups. Other information could be special instructions like this right here. There are no lumper fees for us at this location. Do not pay lumper fees. Then, if you go further down, it should have any special instructions about this load. Load locks. Here you got drivers responsible for pallets loading correctly to accommodate the next pick to avoid rework fees. Any special instructions. In this case, drivers responsible for pallets. You have to understand that most facilities don't allow you to go on the dock to watch them load or unload. So you have to state that to whoever you got this load from. So they have it in their head that it might be possible that you can't count the pallets or the pieces to know or see if damages is there before loading. Because most facilities is not letting you go on a dock, but you have to communicate this with the broker because the broker's going to communicate with you that you're responsible for it. So you definitely have to tell them that you know that they sometimes don't let you on a dock. And basically at the end of the rate confirmation, you will get an agreement just stating certain rules and regulations that the broker put on the rate confirmation. Also, you will see where to send the documents after the load is done. Here's the accounts payable email right here. Also, somewhere on the document, it will be a signature line where you can sign for this document and send back. When you get a rate confirmation, you have to sign it and send it back saying you agree to take this load. But in most cases, most rate confirmations are not the same from different brokers because they are using different TMS software. So let's pull up another rate confirmation. We're going to pull up another load we've done. As I stated before, usually at the top is usually the same. The broker's name is at the top of the rate confirmation. And this is who we got the load from. Here we go again. Here is the order number. Now you have different names for the order number. It could be pro number, load number, ID number, or order number. This is your reference number. So if they call and ask, they're going to call and say, this is such and such from AgriForce. And I was calling about load number 28927. So in our system, in the More Info tab, make sure you always put their load number. Their load number. Okay, let's go over the rate confirmation. Here on this rate confirmation at the top, you have the broker we got the load from. and his information so we can stay in contact with him. So his name is Ben Keck. Here's his phone number, fax number, and email so we can stay in touch with him if we have any issues. Also, it has the carrier information. Again, this was a Nashcombe Farm Enterprises load that I booked. And under that, it'll have all the information on the carrier. Here is our office number, our fax number, Nashcombe MC number, DOT number. Now, usually when we're dispatching a load, we have 24-hour dispatch. Somebody's always on call. So when they ask for the driver number, you tell them that we have 24-hour dispatch and give them our number. Tell them we usually don't give our carriers numbers out. Now, you might have to give the carrier's number out sometime because sometimes they have GPS tracking. And if you haven't done business with these people often or ever, they'll ask you, they'll say they need the driver's information on file, but they'll call you for updates. Mostly 90% of the time, they're going to call a driver anyway, just so you know. But what you could do is you could tell your driver don't answer the phone, make them call you anyway. Okay, let's go on. Here we go again. Here is the size and type trailer that's associated with this load. So on this load, you need a 53 van or reefer. Usually when you see van or reefer, that means this is a van load. This is a dry load. You don't have to run the temperature at all. But this load can go on a van trailer or it can load on a reefer trailer. That's all that means, that it can load on a van trailer or a reefer trailer. But this is a van load. Here is the commodity of the load, which is wine. The miles associated with the run from point A to point B, 563. Here's the piece count. This could be pieces, cases, units. When you go inside of details in our system, which we'll get to in another section, these are the numbers that you put in and you associate it, pieces, whatever it says on any rate confirmation. The weight on this load is 40,650. The declared value of this load is 100,000. Not all rate confirmations will have the declared value of the load, but on this one, you have it. Okay, the line haul rate. This is the rate we're getting paid to go from point A to point B. If there was any other charges, it would be in here. So we're getting $13.50 for this load. Now here's some dispatch notes. Needs New Jersey liquor permits. $39 call com data for single day permit. You have to, on this rate confirmation, this particular load, you have to get this permit before we can pick up the load. They're going to ask for it. Now, in these rate confirmations, you got to pay attention to this stuff because they could tell you on the phone that the weight on this load is 40,000. And then when you get the rate confirmation, it could say 44,000. You have to know exactly how much the driver carries on that truck, or you need to have knowledge of how much weight that trailer and truck can hold before it's overweight. So you won't book the driver on a load that he can't even carry. So make sure you ask questions. Also, you want to see exactly what they said on the rate confirmation. Okay, now let's start up with our pickups and our drops. Here is where this load is shipping from. Gordon Logistics, 96 Northfield Avenue, Edison, New Jersey. The hours of operation is from 12 to 4:30 p.m. Now, usually when you don't have no particular time, we see, say, appointment on the right-hand side right here. Right here. When you don't have a particular time set right here, like it do right here in the delivery, and they just give you the hours, this is a first come, first serve facility. So whoever gets there first, they usually take in the door first. That's basically what that's saying. They start shipping from 12 noon and stop shipping at 4:30 in the afternoon. First come, first serve facility. So you just got to get familiar with the rate confirmation, and you will know as soon as you see it. Now, this is the contact number to the facility. Sometimes the brokers might not put the contact info on there because they don't want you to be able to contact their customers. Okay, our appointment is January 18th, 2018, and here's the reference number associated with this load. 780-20101. This is basically the pickup number. And in a different section, when I show you how to enter a load in the system, these are the numbers you have to put under tracing numbers. Okay, let's go to our delivery. Now, the receiver we're going to is Mutual Distribution, 113 Upper Ashbury Ave, Charlotte, North Carolina. This is delivering on January 19th, 2018 at 10 a.m. Got to remember we're in Army time. So everything is going to look like this. And you just need to know a.m. to p.m. This is 10 a.m. And here's the contact number to the receiver. Remember, there's always going to be some form of contract, or it might be numbers to let you know the stuff that you're agreeing to. And here we go again, carrier signature and date. On all rate confirmations, 99% of the time, you're going to have to sign to have the carrier signature and date. But sometimes what they'll do is they won't have no signature line and just make you respond back, received. And once you respond back in the email received, that's basically legally binding you that you received the rate confirmation and you're agreeing to this load. If they was to take that to court, that's legally binding that you agreed because you said received. Okay. And once you go over the rate confirmation, make sure everything that you talked about on the phone is on here. Then go ahead and sign like I did right here. Sign, name, and date, and send it back. And here's all the information on this load. This section is about the rate confirmations and the information on it. Every rate confirmation will look different, but the information is the same. Broker you got it from, the carrier that you booked this load for, the dispatcher's name, the broker's order number, the size and type, the commodity, the miles, the weight, the price of the load, pickup and delivery. On all rate confirmations, you'll have this information, or at least some of it if they entered it. But everything is basically the same. You have to know exactly what's on the rate confirmation. As I stated again, 1, where you get the load from, which is the broker. Which carrier you booked this load for, which is Nashcombe Farms. Where's the broker's order number? Right here. What's the weight? Right here. The trailer type? Right here. Piece count. Commodity. Miles. Pickup information. Where are we picking up from? Where's this load going? Where's the pickup number that's associated with this load? Once you understand what's on the rate confirmation, the information, all you have to do is look. But start from the top when you look into something and go down. And just remember the format of what's on the rate confirmation. The brokers that you got the load from is usually always on the top. And as you go down and you look over the rate confirmation, you'll see all the information that you need. This section was all about the rate confirmation.